Hi, I'm Brett McGregor, here today with Trish Stody from Bradley Smokers. Trish, why use a Bradley?
We use a Bradley because it's just an amazing product. It's been around in Canada for 20 years now, and 4 years ago we actually brought it to New Zealand because we've never come across a product that works so efficiently and consistently as what Bradley does.
Fantastic. So what sets it apart from other smokers?
Bradley sets itself apart from other smokers by having a clean, consistent burn time on wood, completely controllable with temperature and time. Results are perfect every time.
Okay, and I've noticed that on the smokers they have a little tube here where the wood chips actually go down. Why is the design like that?
So Bradley works on the wood biscuits, which are compressed wood, and each biscuit burns for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes it gets extinguished in the bowl of water. That gives you the clean, consistent smoke without any bitter aftertaste on your food. Okay, and
I've noticed with a lot of the other smokers that I've used at home, if you've got your timings wrong, you can get quite an acrid taste through the flesh of the through the protein. So obviously the Bradley, if you use a Bradley correctly, you don't get that taste.
You don't get that taste.
Right.
There is a secret to the way Bradley's been set up, and that is by burning the wood to charcoal only. You do not get those resins that get released into your food, so you do not get the bitter aftertaste.
Fantastic.
Hence the controlled smoke.
Alright, well I think it's time for us to show exactly how easy it is to get something into the Bradley, eh?
Let's go.
Alrighty, so we're going to start off with a bit of a salmon fillet here. Beautiful regal salmon fillet. You can see there it's actually been cured overnight for about 24 hours using a maple syrup and of course a maple cure. You just stick that in the fridge overnight, bring it out, and then really it's about the simplicity of flavours. So today, Trish, I'm going to use a little bit of this garlic salt here, so just a good sprinkle over the top. Of course you could use any flavouring that you really liked, but I love garlic, so we'll put a little bit of that over the top.
Good.
Okay, and I've got a little bit of a wasabi and chive mix here, which is absolutely beautiful. We all know that wasabi and fish goes really well together.
Is that a really, really strong wasabi taste?
I wouldn't say it's really strong, but of course with a few hours in the smoker it kind of accentuates that. So if you don't like it wasabi, don't worry too much about this because it's just that nice flavour in the background. Okay, so of course to get that into the smoker, straight onto the tray. Very carefully pick that whole piece up. Okay, and we're going to put that into the smoker at about 88 degrees for how long?
For about 3 hours for the salmon.
Okay, and I notice we've got a few different flavoured wood chips here, so what are we using and why?
For the salmon we are going to use maple, because maple and salmon just work beautifully together.
Fantastic. Okay, next stage. Okay, now that the salmon's been in for about 30 minutes, I'm going to show you a fantastic way to start the meal off. And it's a little bit of cold smoked regal salmon. Okay, just going to put a scallop straight on the top of that. Beautiful scallop. Okay, now it's just a matter of rolling that up, like so. You're nice and gentle with that. Trish, if you could just pass me one of those toothpicks there, that'd be fantastic. Thank you. Okay, now obviously with great product, we could just leave it exactly like that. But in a Bradley, you might as well go that extra mile, give it that extra 5% magic. So I'm going to put a little bit of garlic salt on the top there. Okay, topped off with a little bit of bacon. Okay. And then a little bit of the wasabi and chive mix again. Okay, I'm going to put that straight onto there.
Let's put this in with the salmon.
How long do you think they're going to take?
Slowly smoke and cook them for about 2 hours.
Okay, so they should be ready just before that salmon.
Now one thing I really do want you to try is smoked camembert.
Oh, delicious.
We've taken the top off.
Okay, why did you take the top off?
Just to infuse more flavour.
Okay, do I need to put anything else on this? Or?
No, that's it.
So straight onto a rack?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I bet that's going to be delicious. What kind of consistency do you get at the end?
It's going to be like a cheese fondue consistency.
Yum.
That is just amazing.
Rightio, I'm sold on that too. Beautiful. Okay, so now we're done. Okay, so we've seen how we can hot smoke some stuff. Now it's time for me to show you how to cold smoke. So I've got some beautiful New Zealand fillet beef here. Okay, I'm going to show you two really simple techniques. The first one is using some Glass Eye Creek sauce. Okay, now this Glass Eye Creek sauce is not only great on beef, but pizza base is everything. It is absolutely beautiful, comes from the West Coast and the South Island, and there is nothing better than using some good Kiwi products. So for the first one there, I'm simply just going to tip a little bit of the Glass Eye Creek sauce over the top like so. Okay, grab my brush, And just make sure that I coat that evenly all over. Really simple stuff. Okay, and we're going to cold smoke it, like I said, and the difference between cold smoking and hot smoking is the heat. So what it'll do is it'll infuse all of that smoked flavour, but we'll have no cooking on that at all. So when it's time for lunch, and the sun's out now, so we're about an hour away from lunch, I'll slice that up, and I'm just going to sear them off on the barbecue to finish them off. So like I said, the next one, okay, another nice, beautiful big fillet there. I love cracked pepper, so I'm going to just rub some cracked pepper over the top of that. It's always important to get both sides, so way to do that, just put a little bit of pepper down on the board, roll it around, okay, and I've got a lovely onion rub here as well, and that will just accentuate those flavours. There's a little bit of crushed chilli in there, so you get a little bit of a bite. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so what kind of wood do you think we should smoke this with, Trish?
Well, because it's red meat, I think we should use hickory.
Okay, now why would you suggest hickory?
Hickory is really, really good for any red meat, and as well, it's really great with pork.
Okay, Trish, what temperature?
I think we should do this one at 60 degrees, which is cool enough to not cook the food.
Okay.
And we'll leave it in there for about an hour.
Right, so the beef's in, we have to wait an hour for that. Let's check this. Oh, the salmon. It's looking beautiful.
Looks gorgeous. And the camembert's nearly done.
Okay, so what, another 30 minutes on that?
Yeah, about that.
Beautiful, those scallops are going to be so tasty.
That'd be gorgeous.
Okay, well the next thing is I want to show that in a cold smoker you don't have to just do your meats, you can do your veggies as well. So I've got some tomatoes here, and you know, you can really pretty much put whatever flavourings you like on these at all. So I've just again got a little bit of garlic, salt, and of course a little bit of cracked black pepper. Okay.
Amazing.
They really are, you know, if you're using really nice fine ripened tomatoes, this just turns out so beautiful. Great in salsas, you know, great in salads, just also great with a steak. Rightio, so they can go straight into the cold smoker now.
Alrighty.
Okay, and while Trish is doing that, I'm going to show you how easy it is just to get a few onions done. And I'm not even going to cut these in half. Okay, I'm just going to put those straight on, and they can go right above the tomatoes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Trish. And finally, the piece de resistance is some garlic. Okay, now we all know that smoky garlic is absolutely delicious, not only in salads, smeared over your lamb or whatever, but it is an absolutely delicate flavour, and you just smoke the whole bulb again. So I might do 6 of those, okay, because I know that once people have a try, you know, that you cold smoke them, it infuses that flavour, but what happens is it's the harshness of the garlic will be gone, and they'll taste absolutely delicious.
Beautiful.
Thank you very much. Done. Okay, Trish, it's been 3 hours now, so it's time to have a look. Shall we start with the cheese? We'll get the cheese and the scallops plated up first, and you know.
Let's go. Let's do it. Look at that.
Oh my gosh,
beautiful.
that is absolutely beautiful. Look at the colour on that. Okay, so we're going to serve this fairly simply. Okay, just going to gently pick that up and transfer it straight onto the plate. Okay, it's lovely. Move that out the way. Oh, they look superb.
Look at them.
I mean, even this, I'm sorry to do this, Trish, but I'm going to have to just see. I want to see that consistency there. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Good, isn't it?
That is absolutely beautiful. If I can just get you to put that over there.
Certainly.
I'll grab this next one. Now, these little tasty morsels, I promise you, if you try this at home, you will never eat a scallop in a different way. They are absolutely beautiful. Okay, so I'm just going to plate those up really nicely. They really do. I can smell a little faint smell of maple there. And of course that bacon, absolutely beautiful. That cold smoked regal salmon, the colour. And look at all that beautiful oil that still remained in the scallops there. Okay, I'm going to leave one there for the chef. I think that's always chef's prerogative. Okay, that looks really beautiful. Would you like to try one?
I would love to try one. Thank you.
Take that stick out, you don't want to eat that. Delicious?
That's gorgeous.
Beautiful. Right, I think it's time now. Get these out on the table, get everyone eating some snacks, and let's start plating up the main. Rightio, Trish, the hors d'oeuvres were a hit. Honestly, they lasted about 30 seconds, so we're under the gun a little bit here to get the main set up. But before we do so, I just want to kind of discuss a couple of different options that you can use with the hot smoked salmon. One is, if you want to grab it out, Trish, that'd be fantastic. One is really simply just on a platter with some crackers. Absolutely beautiful. People will love that. Look at that.
Look at that.
Absolutely magnificent. You can see that oil there. It's just coming out, it's nicely set, beautiful. So straight onto there, all I'm going to do is take a really nice gentle slice through there, straight through the skin. That gets picked up and plated just like so.
And the colour is just great, isn't it?
Honestly, you can see there that the beautiful oils in that fish are just so magnificent and really, really good for you. So that regal salmon is absolutely outstanding. Now the next one, if you're going to dish it up for a main, you've got friends over, you want to make it look a little bit more special. Round plate, beautiful nice round plate. I'll just move that forward a little bit there. Okay, I've got a little seasonal salad that I've made here, and I find that with regal smoked salmon, okay, the fennel and the salmon is a beautiful flavour. So always use seasonal salads. Okay, we're outside now, so we want everyone to be able to enjoy what New Zealand produce has to offer.
Sounds wonderful.
Okay, so this is just a little bit of fennel, some pomegranate, okay, there's a little bit of orange in there, and what I think that'll do is just accentuate the flavours of that salmon.
So
okay,
colourful.
very colourful, absolutely delicious. Now you don't need a big piece here. Okay, so once again, it's going to gently slice through, straight through that skin, separate it like so. Okay, it's going to pick that up like that, and then this is just going to go straight across the top like that.
Gorgeous.
And of course, just to let everyone know that there's a little bit of fennel in the salad, let's just finish that off like that.
Look at that.
And that is beautiful.
Look at that, eh?
So that's one. That's about
Smoking.
it's about 180 gram serving there, which is the perfect amount for one serve.
Gorgeous.
Absolutely beautiful. You start delivering, I'll keep plating.
Thank you, Greg.
Okay, fantastic. The beef and the veggies have had about an hour now, okay, so they're ready to go. But before that, I think we should get dinner on. Okay, so what we're going to do, we've got a beer pan here, another really simple recipe, a little bit of Monty's crisp apple cider.
Beautiful.
Okay, that goes straight in there like so.
That'll go good with chicken, won't it?
It's really good with chicken and keeps it very moist on the inside as well. So straight on the top there. Okay, that comes straight over, and it's just a matter of putting it down on there like so. Okay, we're done. Now, we've got the cider in there that's going to cause really beautiful sweet moistness on the inside, but I want to put something on the outside too. A lot of people know me for my Asian flavours, so I've decided to put together a nice little Thai rub here.
Lovely.
Some chilies, garlic and coriander, some ginger in there, that kind of stuff. And then it's just a matter of getting a nice big handful of that and really making sure that you rub it all over, getting in every little part of the chicken like so.
Brilliant.
Okay. Now it doesn't matter if a little bit goes onto the bottom of the tray there, because the juices that will come out of that chicken will combine with those Thai flavours and it will be absolutely beautiful. Okay,
I think that will be amazing.
it's a really delicious flavour. Okay, so what do you think we should smoke this with again? Should we try the maple or the hickory?
No, because it's chicken, I think because it's white meat, maple would be the way.
Okay,
So let's go for the maple.
beautiful, straight in.
Right in there.
Absolutely fantastic. Perfect. Dinner's in, all right?
Awesome.
So now it's time to finish off lunch. So we've cold smoked all of our vegetables and the beef fillet, beautiful beef fillet. So what we're going to do now is, because it's cold smoked and we've infused that flavour, I'm going to get Trish to move over the tomatoes and the garlic into the hot smoker, okay? And then we can kind of roast those off to be delicious.
All right. Let's move those
Beautiful.
tomatoes over.
I'll pass that garlic to you, Trish.
Thank you so
And
much.
actually, while you're doing that, could we chuck a thermometer into the chicken? That way we'll know it's going to be cooked to perfection every single time.
Brilliant idea.
Rightio, so I've got the beef here. Okay, you can see it is not cooked at all. It's kind of just set on the outside. It's definitely changed colour, so it's got a lot of that smoked flavour is infused into the beef. Now really, it's just about slicing off however much you think you're going to enjoy for your lunch. Beautiful fillet, okay.
Colour.
It's absolutely magnificent. Now this one of course is the Glass Eye Creek, okay, so that you can see that's just going to cause a beautiful glaze over the outside of the steak. And always find when you're slicing steaks to order or to size in a restaurant, okay, it's about everything being the same. So in order for everything to always be the same, you should always use a sharp knife. And I like to think that everyone likes to have at least 1.5 inches on their steaks, okay?
Absolutely.
So the first slice, nice and through like that, and then if you need to, you can put your first slice up next to that one and you can go like that.
Good
Of
idea.
course, Okay, you're going to sit the steaks up like that. They're beautiful and round. You give them a press and they're about the same size. So I'm just going to cut 4 of those. Okay, and that is beautiful. Now, the next one, exactly the same. Okay, you can see there that that crust, that pepper crust has stayed on there, absolutely beautiful. That is going to taste absolutely magnificent. And about the same size again, okay? Nice sharp knife, straight through like so.
You've done this before, haven't you?
I have cooked a fair few. Look at the marbling in that beef. New Zealand beef. 3 there, and then the last one. That is absolutely beautiful. Okay, well, while I'm going to get these onto the barbecue, would you like to get me the onions out? Maybe we can slice those and get those ready at the same time. You can see those steaks there are absolutely beautiful. Okay, the last little bit of preparation here, I find it's always better to oil your steaks before they go on the grill. I don't see the point in putting a whole lot of oil on the grill, whereas if we just really gently just brush a little bit over the top, what will happen is as soon as the steaks are ready to turn over, they will release from the grill bars, okay, making perfect little marks, and they'll be absolutely delicious. Okay, I'm not going to tell any Kiwi how to cook on their own barbecue, but what I do find with steaks especially, heat the grill up nice and hot, oil the steaks first, that way you know they're not going to stick, okay, but you'll hear a nice little, you'll get a nice little sear mark on there. Medium rare, steak about 1.5, say, what, 1.5 inches, about 3 centimetres thick or so. I would say about 3 minutes on each side, okay, for medium rare. You'll take it off and you need to rest that again for about 3 minutes, okay? That way all of those juices will be redistributed through the meat, making it nice and moist and keeping it tender. Okay, about another 2 minutes, I'll take them off and I'll let them rest for about half of the length of time that I cooked them for. Now that is a really important step. Don't rush that at home. You know, another thing here is, although we're cooking on gas to finish these steaks off, they smell like they've been cooked on an open fire. It's absolutely beautiful. Like I said, take those straight off. Now they just get rested for 2 to 3 minutes. Rightio, let's plate this up. The steaks have had a couple of minutes to rest, okay, so we know that they're going to be absolutely beautiful. Again, nice seasonal salad, okay, straight through the middle of the plate. Now what I find with the almonds, the great texture, okay, and really delicious, okay. A little bit more on there like so. You can see the crumbled feta through there as well. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, now with the steaks, just want to kind of nestle the steaks on the top.
Look at that.
Okay, oh, that one there looks absolutely lovely. I'll move that one across, put that there. Okay, and like any good barbecue, always serve on a platter because you want all your friends to be around, you want to all share in the joy. That's a perfect summer dish.
That looks amazing.
Right, we better serve it. Actually, one good thought. We've got some onions in here.
Good point.
I think some really nicely sliced onions just around there. Get that smoky flavour. Could you grab those out for me?
Oh, I can definitely get those.
Thank you very much. You know, you could do these onions in quite a few different ways actually. You could throw them straight onto the barbecue and fry them off to caramelise them off a little bit more. Okay, oh, it's lovely. It smells absolutely beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to slice it fairly fine. And as you know, cold smoked, so the onion is still slightly, well obviously raw in the centre, but it's that crunch and the smokiness that comes through, absolutely beautiful. Okay, I'm going to finish those off just with a slight sprinkle over the top. Actually, I've got an idea for the rest of those onions.
What's that?
Why don't I slice a few, we'll put them into the tray with the chicken, and then the juice from the chicken and that Thai marinade will also go over them. More flavour, really easy. Let's go.
Do it.
I'm starting to think with these Bradley smokers actually that you're only kind of held back by your own imagination.
Absolutely.
Right, so let's just run wild with it.
Sky's the limit.
Rightio, I think that should be perfect. I'll take that from you.
Alrighty.
You want to open up that smoker and I'll throw a few of these around the base. Oh, fantastic.
That's just going to be divine.
That will be absolutely beautiful. Rightio, what's that chicken at now? It's at 40 degrees?
Yes.
So as soon as we get to 82, the alarm goes off, it's done. Perfect. know, there's nothing better than a couple of hours down the beach with the kids to run off a pretty decent lunch.
You know, that was a lot of fun.
But I definitely know that Bradley's calling because, you know, the time is off. It's been 4 hours.
It is. Let's go
So
check.
let's have a look.
Look at that.
Oh my gosh. Look at the skin on the outside of that chicken.
Right
Asbestos fingers. You must have done that a couple of times. That looks absolutely beautiful.
Get it fast, it doesn't hurt.
So I can see there that the skin's actually gone nice and tight around the bird.
It has.
Okay, so there's a bit of crunch on there, and you can just see the hint of chili and the spices that I put around the outside. But I must admit, the proof's always in the pudding. So I'll move that across there very carefully.
Some tail motions.
Slide that off like so. Oh, look in there. So the juice has all
look
stayed in there,
outside.
and so
Yeah.
really on the inside that's steamed really as well, isn't it? So
It really
smoked
is.
and steamed. Rightio Trish, there we have it, the beautiful Thai and Monteith cider infused chicken, beautifully
That's
smoked, looks absolutely amazing.
Gorgeous.
But the people at home are going to want more information, obviously,
Absolutely.
recipes and more information about the smokers. Where are they going to get it?
They're going to get it at www.bradleysmoker.co.nz.
Perfect, fantastic. And Trish, it has been an absolute pleasure.
It's been great working with
You
you,
know,
Brad.
thank you very much.